everybody's got one of these, right? So take your phone out right now. So I'm the fun part of the slides and everything that I let you have your phone. So everybody wants to check their phone. So take your phone out. Everybody knows how to text message. I assume that too. So we're gonna send a message really quick, just something basic, so you kind of understand the simplicity of mobile and texting and what it can do for your dealership and your customers. So in the phone number field, put in the number 59925. 59925, that's called a short code, okay? And then in your message field, like you're gonna send a message, put in the word Tucker Show, Tuckershow, all one word, no spaces, and then send that, okay? So that's a call to action, and I'll talk a little bit about a call to action. It's just simply telling your customers what you want them to do to engage with you. Everything you've heard so far has been very focused in on the fact that content is what it's all about. My background's in media with TV and newspaper and print, so I understand the value of content and the fact that you guys have a commodity, you have a product, a service, a niche that you have that nobody else has when it comes to your customers, and what they want to consume is that content is what you can offer them. It's products, it's service, it's an experience. So that's content. The thing that social media gives you is the opportunity to reach those customers with that content. The challenge of that is, do you engage? Do you boost your posts? Do you pay for those? Those are things that you have to embrace, and you have to understand how to do those things. They're very important. What mobile gives you in terms of text messaging or the ability to reach those customers is you've already got that customer. You don't have to seek them out. You today have data in your systems with Lightspeed or whatever your CRM is. You have an enormous amount of information about your customers that have shopped with you and spent money and had service and all of those things that they've done already. You know that. You may not know that you know that, but it's in your system. So a lot of challenges for a lot of dealers is, what do I do with that information? Do I send an email? Do I do, you really don't have anything to use that information to reach back out to that customer. So that's where texting comes in and mobile comes in. Does anyone in here know how many mobile phone numbers they have in their CRM, their database? I mean, that's the thing that you sit there and realize that I know my customers have phones. I know they have mobile phones, but you have no real idea how much you have. A lot of the dealers that we work with have upwards of 80, 85% of their database, their phone numbers are mobile phones. So that right there immediately gives you the advantage or the opportunity that they have given you their phone number. They are on their mobile phone. That's something that they don't have a landline basically, so that's their point of contact. So with the right kind of mobile system or mobile vendor, you can validate phone numbers. You can tell exactly what numbers that you have are mobile. Once you have that information, now you can send messages to them. You can invite them to join your mobile club. You can invite them to get messages as you go forward. But more importantly than that is that you have their phone number, but all the subsequent data that goes with that. You know they bought a specific product. They bought when they bought it, what their address is, their zip code, that demographic data, and then that additional product data is incredibly valuable, because now you can target them based on what kind of message or content you want to share. So you put all your effort and time into creating videos or creating posts for Facebook or Instagram. Take that effort and time that you spent with those social media sites and repurpose it. So you do a video about apparel, and you have a new product line of leather jackets. Send a text out to customers that have either purchased that product before in the past, or they bought a new bike, or they bought an ATV. You can send a message to them that's so specific, knowing what they purchased, knowing when they did it, and send them a link to a video that you did on Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is. So you're basically taking out all the guesswork of trying to get them to your content. You're giving them the content right in front of them. And again, keep it simple. I mean, you're taking, again, all the guesswork out of it, that there's no room for error, essentially. You're sending them exactly what you want them to see. And it's amazing. I've been in business almost 9 years now, and a lot of my clients are powersports dealers, and it's unbelievable the amount of content that your customers will consume. they can't get enough, right? So you're not selling them something that they're not interested in. You're not sending them alerts about the weather or their horoscope, right? You're sending them messages that they love to ride their ATV. They love to ride their personal watercraft. They want to know what's going on. Do you have a demo ride? Do you have an event going on? Are you going to give me a free hot dog or coffee or whatever? They want to know that. So you have the ability to communicate with them exactly what they're looking for. So you're not making them mad. You're not intruding on them. They expect it. They want it. And like I said, the more content that you have to share, the better off, the more engagement that you're going to get with customers. Again, you text it in. It's really simple, really basic. Yeah.
Is there any guidelines like can spam act?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there are things about with what you can and cannot do in terms of the question was there can spam. There's laws actually that apply to communication. Telemarketing is one of the big things. So the robocalling, you have a do not call list, those sorts of things. As a business, you have the opportunity and the legal right to communicate with that customer and invite them to join your mobile club. So you can send them a text message, even if they hadn't signed up for it, and say, this is, John Smith dealership. Would you like to join our mobile club? Reply yes or reply Y. If they reply, then they opt in. Okay, so opt in is the key term here. If they don't reply, they don't get messages. So you're not forcing them. You're not intruding on what what they like and don't like. You're giving them an opportunity to say, we have content for you. We have information that you might like. If you want to get it, confirm that. So you legally have that ability, and that's one of the things too. With the right kind of mobile provider and the company that you work with is going to help share the information with you. The fact that you used a short code, that 5-digit number that I told everybody to text in, those short codes are provisioned by the carriers. They aren't owned by companies like mine. We lease them. The fact that we lease them, they provision and give them to companies like myself, and they control them with an iron fist. So the spam is almost non-existent when you use a short code. So essentially, if I were to allow my customers to send a lot of junk messages to unsolicited customers, the carriers would shut me off. So it benefits me that I don't let my customers do that. Essentially, if I would go out of business, So there's a lot of things about regulation and things. It's not like email. Email still has some value in it, but it's kind of the Wild West. They kind of ruined it for everybody else. All the spam that you would get. Texting's a little different. And like I said, you're engaging customers that really want that information. They want that content. So that you texted in and got a very basic message. You opted in for messages about the show that's going on. There's other opportunities that you have to engage that customer with content, meaning things like specials or offers or deals. So you could have them text in a call to action to get a coupon or a discount. You can bounce back a message with a link in it. They click on it. They have something on their phone that looks like a coupon. So you essentially eliminate direct mail. I mean, I hope, nobody in here is in the direct mail business, but who hates junk mail? You don't want that stuff, right? But the bottom line is it's valuable because the customer has an offer in front of them. They have something that they want that means something to them. Texting and mobile can do exactly that. You offer them an incentive, or they can get a coupon from you. They come in the store, they say, I want my $10 off $50 purchase. They show you that offer. It's on their phone. It's graphic. Several years ago, it hadn't been that many years ago, we would have dealers that would call and talk to us and essentially, why do I want to text? Why should I do that? My customers don't text, which it's hard for me not to say you're an idiot. Yeah, they text. We know they do, right? They have a phone. But texting has always been around. I mean, that's really one of the first things you learn how to do when you got a cell phone. I make the comment and joke that now we have smartphones. We have all this really awesome stuff we can do with it, but having a smartphone really doesn't make us smarter, right? So texting is still the thing that people really understand and engage with. So giving them an opportunity or a call to action that's going to let them engage with you, you provide them the content they're looking for. It really is a two-way communication tool that you let them embrace what you have to offer. One of the things I said before about all the content that's being provided or that you're creating, there's no reason not to let them know, hey, we have this event coming up. Click this link, they go to your Facebook event that you created and they can RSVP, or they're interested in it. Or here's a video clip. You give them a link, it goes directly to that video clip. I mean, how many times have you heard, hey, go like us on Facebook? Well, I got to go to Facebook. I got to search for you. I got to, you take out all of those unknowns or those extra efforts that you really, you shouldn't have to do. If I'm a consumer, I want what I want right now. Texting gives you that immediate, real-time ability to tell that customer, here's exactly what you're looking for, and here's how to get it. So again, like I said, you guys, the data part of it's my big thing, is that you have this data that's so valuable and you're not leveraging it or using it, you're missing out. I think there's a great opportunity, and I know there's a great opportunity with all the dealers that we work with. They realize this is something that if I want to sell a specific part, accessory, I can directly connect with a customer that has the equipment that is going to purchase that accessory or that part. So I think that's something that you should all be more aware of, and realize what opportunity you have.